Hi, Zizaran here with a quick update on what I'm doing right now, and maybe move over here so you guys can see my skills. Have my summon rating spirits character that's still alive. I've decided to put it a little bit on the back burner. Like I generally don't recommend it for solo cell phone, generally because of Tavikai, but I also don't really have a good helmet, and honestly, it's not feeling the smoothest for clearing with only 3 specters. And I also don't have a unending hunger. Kind of really want to farm that. So I made a speed farmer. There's a couple of people that have been playing Io Winter. So Jung Roan, I think he's playing it as Spellslinger low life. And then Dan is playing it self-cast. And I was like, I don't really want to play self-cast. And I don't really have enough gear like Dan does. But Spellslinger that Jung Roan has looks really nice. Just maybe not as tanky as I would want it to be. And Psy TV, was like, hey, how about you go block life on block shield and they link me a POB? And I was like, yeah, this should be fine to speed farm tier 10s. And that's basically exactly what we're making this build for. Just quickly farming so I can get harvest, Haywork, Hamlet stuff. Um, and maybe farm Bone Crypt to try to get the Unending Hunger card. But it's a pretty fast character now. It's not tanky yet, so I'm scared of the league mechanic actually. And I realized every death I've had this league has been the league mechanic. But as you can see, it's clearing very, very fast. It's very, very nice with that. And I'll do a quick walkthrough of what I'm doing so far. And like I said, Jung Roan has I think he has some guides for the stuff version, which is low life and stuff. But yeah, so basically, I really want to shoehorn in some block. Really like block this league. There's not that many other good defenses for mapping, and mapping right now has been pretty scary. Freeze is obviously a pretty big defense, so that's been helping a lot. And then single target is okay as long as I line up everything. It's not amazing. I don't really have anything good yet. I don't have a 21 gem or, well, high level gems for that matter. But I would love to get this build to the point where I can farm tier 16s fairly okay. With bosses not being super slow and feeling tanky enough that I can do it. That would be pretty nice for this build. But even if all they can do is speed farm tier 10s, it's pretty nice because it's way faster than the summon rating spirits. So as you can see, pretty nice so far. And I'm only level 86 as well, so it's got a lot of room to grow. I'm mostly taking block nodes next. And I'm trying to get a life on block shield. Right now I just have a high spell damage life shield. And I have 42-16 pure block right now. And I want to work on getting I want to reforge more likely so I can get a nice life on block shield. It's my next step. I'm also working on double crafting some chests because I have 6 or 7 random ass 6 things like this. So getting +2 or +3 gem levels would be a large amount of damage. Obviously using Snake Pit, this is to make a chain. And it kind of has some nice synergy. So I'm using Anomalous Kinetic Blast right now to curse. And this pierces. Even though this is projectiles from spells cannot pierce. This is not a spell. So you can just use normal Kinetic Blast as well. And that'll be completely fine. It's just that this is just for applying the curse better. Now, if I was on Trade League, I would really want some elemental weakness gloves because I have 2 curses. So I'm spell slinging Sniper's Mark, which is obviously huge for Io Winter, and then the other one I'm using right now is Hex Touch Frostbite, and obviously Kinetic Blast is really really good application. Now the really bad thing about that is that I have a 54% chance to hit, and I don't really have a way to fit. Maybe I can fit a level 1 precision, but mana's already a little tight. And I do want to work on getting rid of my mana flask, which I'm kind of there. So I have one really nice ring so far. It's got almost 80 life, 70 mana regen, and it has the 12 life gained on hit for each enemy hit by your spells. Obviously, I have a large amount of hits, especially with Sniper's Markup. So I'm getting quite a lot of survival from that in type of sustain. Other than that, pretty shitty amulet, pretty regular boots. This is how I'm getting my onslaught. Shields decent. All the gear so far is just pretty normal. I got a 5% reduced reservation helmet to try to help with that. Because obviously I don't have an enlighten anything. And I currently have all these 4 nodes. I don't have an enchant. Spell crit gloves. So my crit right now without power charges is 47. I think I go up to 70 or 80 with all the power charges. And with diamond floss and everything. So it's pretty decent crit. I have a really good wand, but I think a void battery would be better. But obviously, like, the mana is nice. I'm struggling on mana on this build. And then +1 cold spells, cold damage, and crit. So it's a hard to beat wand. That's pretty much all my gear so far. I'm leveling more Eye of Winters. I do want to get a 2120, and that'll help with damage as well as support gems going up. And then, yeah, I'm level 86. This is my current skill tree. I have the entire Scion Wheel left to take. I can take these next. Arcane Guardian. I can take Prodigal Perfection. Wouldn't be bad, and that would help out with mana as well. And then Glancing Blows. I'm kind of tempted to anoint Deflection and see how high block I can get without glancing. But at the moment, I have Divine Judgment anointed. And there are loads of crit nodes you could anoint as well. Don't think there's any clusters in particular I really want to take. If so, it would probably be block related ones. So like the spell damage cluster with small block nodes. And going pure block on this would make it very tanky. Blast are just Corrupting Blood, crit, attack speed, Corrupting Blood, and just nothing, I guess. And then I have Freeze Immunity from my Ascendancy. I ascended Profane Bloom first, and then I used the Mark of Submission with Frostbite, and then after Profane Bloom, I took Void Beacon, then Frigid Wake, and then Malediction last as my Uber Lab. It's very fun to play, very, very much enjoying it. So we'll see how high we can make it scale. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick update on what I'm doing, and then we'll be playing this and the Summoned Radiant Spirits character, and trying to farm gear for like Animate Weapon and other builds that I want to go on. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying all the content. Sub if you liked the video, but more importantly, try to die less than I do.